Hi Yusuf, I'm 13 years old and my name is Chessa Idbani. I'm not here to beg you for the car, but I feel that I should win the car. I know that there are people out there in far worse situations than me, but my family is just going through some tough times. I live in a family of 6 and I'm the oldest of my three siblings, sorry. And if I win this car, I would give it to my mom because currently my mom is like in school trying to get a higher nursing degree so she can help provide for my family, because currently my dad isn't working because his company has closed down, and ever since then he hasn't been working. My mom, she goes to school in Oklahoma and we live in Texas, so she drives 3 hours every week to go to Oklahoma for school. And currently in our driveway we have 4 cars, 2 working, 2 not working. Until yesterday. Yesterday, one of the 2 cars that we did have working, the transmission stopped working, and now we only have 1 car. So now it's going to be hard for my mom to go to school while my dad also has to take us to school every day and bring us back. I feel that winning this car would be a blessing for me, and I'm not trying to beg for it or anything, but I just love you, Yusuf, and you've given me such good advice about life. You and your family and my family relate so much. My parents are Nigerian, so their culture is very similar to an Arabic culture. My parents are strict like yours, and they care about good grades. And I feel like I relate to you so much. Winning this car from you especially would be such a big deal for me, because Yusuf, you're like my favorite YouTuber and I watch you almost every day. And like I said before, how we only have 1 car working out of the 2 cars we have. The 1 car we do have is a Toyota, and it's only for 5 people, and I have 6 people in my family. So whenever we do go out somewhere, me and my 3 siblings, we have to squish in the back. And like I said before, I'm the oldest, so my other siblings are younger than me, and you know how little kids can be. It's kind of a struggle trying to go anywhere, especially when we're going on long car trips. Yusuf, this car would just help out my family because right now we are in a financial situation. My dad is today, as my dad had to drop us off at church because since we only do have 1 car, my dad, he drops me, my mom, and my 3 siblings off at church while he does some errands for the house. So as we were on our way, my dad told me to pray for him at church, which is something he never really asked me to do because he usually just expects that we pray for him. But today he told me to pray for him. He told me to just pray that things get better. And I was confused when he said that, but I think now I understand what he means. Because on the way back, my sister was asking, can we get Chipotle? And bluntly, he just told her no, which is something he's never really done before, because he loves my little sister. She's his favorite. So today when you just said no, I was so surprised. I finally now understand what we're going through. He told me how he worries about the bills, our car, his health, everything. And I'm not trying to tell you this just to make me win the car, but my 2 little sisters, they are sick. Both of them do have sickle cell disease, and they do spend sometimes in and out of the hospital sometimes, and those bills are just hard for my family to pay. This car would just help ease some of the burden that my dad is trying to pay. He's trying to worry about me and my siblings and my mother, and these things are hard on both of my parents. Winning this car, it in church, I know I am taught to give and not always want to receive, but in this situation, I'm actually looking to get something for someone, which is not usually my personality. I'm not the kind of person to always want to grab something from someone, but in this situation, I would really appreciate this car. This car would mean so much to my family. And like I said before, I would give it to my mom for all the things she does for this family. She goes to school, and then on Friday when she comes back, she works. She works after school, and she comes back to Texas and works Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and by Tuesday she's back to school, and after school she would go to work. I just want to give back to her. She looks at all her friends and just feels ashamed sometimes, and I understand where she's coming from, but I know you should never look down on things. Always see the bright side of things, which I do. I don't ever let our financial situation or the sicknesses or anything put me down. I strive to be good so I can one day take my mother and my father out. I try to get good grades in school and do good in basketball and track so I can eventually get a scholarship, go to college, and be an anesthesiologist. And if I won this car, giving it to my mother would be the greatest thing in the world, because I know that would make her day. She looks at her friends, and the reason why she does feel ashamed is because, one, they have all finished their nursing school to get the higher degree, and my mom hasn't. And she also she doesn't make the money that she desires. And I know that money isn't everything, but it's an African mom we're talking about. In her mind, money is everything. But Yusuf, thank you. And plus, you said that you're coming to the winner's house, and if I do win the car, that means you're coming to my house. And I want to play you in a 3-point contest, because you already know I'm a baller.